All right, last but not least, we have the Florida Classic. We have Florida A&M versus Bethune-Cookman. Dog, this was a very entertaining game. If we talking about one of the games of the year, this is definitely one of them. Like, this is definitely top 5 games of the year, especially in the SWAC, man. Listen, this was very good back and forth, especially in the fourth quarter. Timmy McClain went crazy. R.J. Johnson had played well in this game, man. Listen, both quarterbacks played well. Listen, this was a very, very entertaining game, man. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's get right to it. Man.
We talked with Raymond Woody Jr., the head coach for Bethune-Cookman, saying, hey, look, Timothy McClain has pushed for this job. He gets to start here as the pass complete out to Malik Huggins. His knee down at the 40-yard line.
Cold water, so refreshing.
Rashawn Brown in the backfield, the true freshman who gets the carry here. A little sidestep, and Brown breaks it. First down, yardage and more into Rattler territory. And a great start as Justin Bostic, just how important this game is for both of these programs. Man in motion, that's Josh Evans. McClain looking, finds his Miles Morales, his tight end. He's coming across, the fifth-year senior.
Against their rival in the opening drive.
And the top passing attack in the SWAC, as well as the ball on the floor, on the field rather, and a fumble, and Florida A&M recovering. It's Cameron Donald coming up with a loose ball.
Cookman defensively, exotic looks. You have to show him one thing and give him another look.
Dad Franklin Jr. on the carry. Negligible gain of 1. Brought down by...
Pound the football, but if you take him away, then you can make this offense one-dimensional.
Johnson with the completion and the missed tackle, and Miles Campbell still going. And Campbell into Wildcat territory, brought down by Malik Stinnett after that pickup of 20. Central. Johnson with time, surveying the field, has a man, and it's complete, or incomplete rather, to Kanari Wilcher. Now the ball set at the 33, and right up the middle, and Franklin shedding tacklers and still going as Thad Franklin Jr. with a strong run there on first down after the penalty. They're trying to add to that touchdown total if they can, at the very least. Come away with a field goal for some points, but Bethune-Cookman's defense making it tough. Isaiah Washburn from the backside in the sack.
When you're getting obvious.
So R.J. Johnson.
He go again.
He go. Nowhere to go in that defense.
He go.
Right there, and it's led by number 11 in white, Isaiah Washburn. Making noise like he's done throughout the season. Daniel Porto with a 45-yard field goal attempt to try to get Florida A&M on the board. It's up and it is through. A 3-0 ball game. So
they beat Florida A&M. FAMU says, okay, we haven't had a great season, but we're not going to lose the Classic. And until Bethune-Cookman shows that they can beat Florida A&M.
The Wildcats face 2nd and 4. Timmy McClain gets to the outside, and McClain picks up first down yardage and more. And into Rattler territory. Until now is coming over is Rodriguez. And going for it, has a man, and pass broken up, but a flag coming out in the process. Simeon Hines.
Hand on the shoulder.
And Florida A&M gets the personnel in on the jet sweep. They hand it to Huggins. Here's Huggins. And the first to get to him was T.J. Huggins.
We just don't see teams. We don't see teams beat Florida A&M sideline to sideline to the edge. I mean, they just ran the jet sweep. Normally, that's a death sentence against a team like Florida A&M with all that speed, with the linebackers they have in the secondary. But Bethune made it look easy and picked up 8 yards.
Well, it's just Florida speed all over this field here at Camping World Stadium as Timmy McClain with some room and found the little crease. And after 2nd and 2, now the ball's
with the tempo.
They look to punch it in as Kamani Robinson is held up and pushed back. Stantavius Smith was the first to get him a tackle. In formation, bunch into the right. And the toss to Robinson.
Speed.
Hits it.
Go to the edge, Tim. Go to the edge.
A touchdown for Kamari Robinson, but a flag out as well.
They can try and make it up.
Rolling. McClain avoids one, can't get away from another, and that's Jason Riles. Riles, who has been the defensive MVP for Florida from the 25 of Florida A&M. McClain looking to the end zone, across the middle.
On third down.
Tackle it in. Lorenzo Jenkins
On
with the
third
touchdown.
down is crazy. That's crazy.
25.
Been banged up all season long. They wanted to run the football, but they weren't able to do so. So once they figured out, hey, we just can't push people around like we have in previous years, we've seen the emergence of R.J. Johnson. In this game here, he's played well. Bethune-Cookman's going to play him one-on-one with a lot of safeties. He has to win those matchups.
Well, they get it back to Wilcher, 7 and green, and they let him operate in some space. And a gain of about 7 on the play.
Okay.
Jamal Haley with a pickup of 1 of the season. We talked about just finishing the right way at the end of the year.
Come here.
Yeah, great defense. You know, and that's the story. How does Florida A&M get themselves in those positions?
Resetting here is R.J. Johnson. They hand it off, and they go with the big dude. Franklin, he loses the football, and it's recovered by Lassiter, who's still on his feet. So they got the first down yardage, exactly what they wanted, and then Bethune-Cookman pounced.
So why did anybody else could react? Good team defense by the Wildcats. Razzle-dazzle.
And they go outside, and that's Josh Evans. And the tackle made by Jalik Thomas. We'll see if...
Picked up 7-8. They're doing jet sweep for 7-8 yards. They've got to start limiting Bethune and stop giving up these chunk plays.
Now, Jay, I'm going to ask you a question. What constitutes as a chunk play? Because wouldn't you...
A chunk play?
A chunk play.
A chunk, when you're getting chunks of yards.
Chunks of yardage, right? But wouldn't you kind of categorize that more as like 10, 15 yards, or no?
Now, if you get more than 5 yards on first down, those are chunk plays. 5, 6, 7, 8. Explosives are when you start getting 20 yards more. So I call them chunk plays. You're getting a chunk of yardage on first down, and they're not minimizing. Offensive coordinators, they can get 5, 6 yards on first down, a chunk, they'll take it.
Quarter from the Florida Classic here in Orlando. Bethune-Cookman trying to tack on a little bit more. Nice little side step from Rashawn Brown, the true freshman. And Thomas brings him down, and you talk about the chunk play. There's a good chunk of 11 yards. And another second trip to the red zone. Remember the last offensive possession for Bethune-Cookman, they scored on 3rd and goal from the Rattler 25 here. The final play of the quarter. So we'll flip the side. See the Wildcats now from the 14. Not much room to run for Rashawn Brown. We talked about how Stephen A.
Those kids down there in Daytona.
Here on 3rd and 4. McClain gets it out to Brown. Do a little shake and bake, but not fooled was Jason Riles, and good open field tackle. Brings up 4th down. Some more things off your chest. 4th and 4. Juan Dominguez with the 29-yard attempt, and it is through. So tacking on 3 more points. And
it doesn't always mean they're going to win, but I've seen the team flat and the band start playing, then all of a sudden they make a run and rally behind that band.
Come here.
Jamal Haley was trying to get that ball security in 2 category. So 2nd and 13 for FAMU. Kanari Wilcher couldn't come up with it. It's going to be 3rd down.
That band of the year will be interesting. Important drive for Bethune-Cookman. You've got Florida A&M down by 7, but going into the 2nd quarter, you want to prove that you can pull away from them. You know, if you're the team that...
Like there was an advantage one way or the other with the teams coming in.
Yeah, the team that's won 4 in a row.
Which is Florida A&M. Timmy McClain into Rattler territory. 1st down run as he's brought down.
Football and getting in the way as a blocker.
Ross
speed
with it outside, following Scott again, and a flag, and it's likely a field goal to make it 10-3. McLean, low throw, and it's going to be whistled an incompletion.
Giving them 8-yard head starts, and they're still catching up to him.
McLean nowhere to go, and he's pushed back again. Big number 90, Cameron Donald. You said don't try to run into that your group does not allow them to convert on this third down like they did earlier in the game. Escapability of Timothy McLean Jr. And Timmy McLean is brought down by a host of Rattlers, and it's going to bring up
For HBCU.
you state a fact.
Okay.
Thank you. And then you want to get credit for stating a fact.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. You'd have to go above and beyond that to be making a compliment, as Thad Franklin Jr. had nowhere to go, and LaRon Davis was right there in his area of concern all season long for co-coordinators Henry Burris and Cedric Williams, and they go back to Thad Franklin Jr. on the ground, and again, not much room to run. Davis once more in on the stop. So it's going to be
heels and out of their comfort zone, because right now Bethune Cookman's playing effortless defense.
with Johnson trying to go to Goldie Lawrence, who has been one of his favorite targets. Pass incomplete as Matthew McLean, because you're from the Orlando, Central Florida area at Sanford Seminole, as breaking through. That's Kamani Robinson, and Robinson is off to the races. Not gonna catch him. In for the score. 50 yards for Kamani Robinson.
To try and get your quarterback going.
Well, they listen to you, QB, and into the hands of Jordan Edwards. And because of R.J. Johnson III and the way that he has played, the redshirt
do that consistently, and we've seen it today. Now they're going back to being one-dimensional and having to settle for little checkdowns. But I like the fact you just continue to throw the football. I mean, you're a better throwing team than you are a running team at this point.
Here on 2nd and 7. Play action, and he found his man, and it's complete to Ace Cobb. Cobb with just his 6th reception on the season, a 20-yard pickup in a first down.
Good job. You just want to fake the run, to hold the linebackers, to open up the throwing lane, and an open wide receiver, good inside slant route.
Cobb, the Orlando native, played his high school ball at Jones High, representing the same colors as Florida A&M. Johnson being chased, keeps his eyes upfield, and in that instance, Jay, quarterback that for me. Doesn't he get to
Stay aggressive with your play call and continue to throw the football. Just tighten up your pass protection.
Man,
wide open. Give me that. Give me that.
And that's Armand Burris. Touchdown, Rattlers. We talked about Henry Burris, the co-OC and the Canadian football legend. That's his son, Armand Burris.
Bethune Cookman, stay aggressive. You guys have been using your speed to pass. I don't like it.
But moving the pile is Kamani Robinson, and got a lot more than just what the initial contact allowed. A pickup. Florida A&M with 1 timeout remaining also does have the 2-minute timeout to work with, as well as Nayron Jenkins stands up the ball carrier at the point of attack. He and Cameron Donald.
Down with your legs.
Come here,
Instead, the pass complete. Josh Evans picks up the first down. So Chase Lloyd was on the coverage, 18-yard gain.
So
all time. You like to get on me all the time, but I can never question you. You're like, oh no, you give me some excuse, Jay. 2 minutes left in the first half. And the pass completed to Lorenzo Jenkins. Remember, Jenkins, the Southern's Human Jukebox, is outstanding. I happen to like Jackson State's Sonic Boom of the South as well.
Good job on there, despite that they lost about probably 10 seconds waiting right now.
At the 50-yard line, got 2 timeouts to work with as well. McLean spending a lot of time and then heaves it out of bounds with pressure in his face. Here on 2nd and 10. McLean calls his own number. Stantavius Smith in on the stop.
It's a run, but I think the secondary's gotten a little bit looser. No cohesiveness in that secondary.
Oh,
they have
damn.
to replace some key guys, and this is going to be a free play for Bethune-Cookman. Pass interference.
With a pass interference.
And that's just a football play. Florida A&M secondary problems.
Offside with a pass
now
interference.
on the Florida A&M 32-yard line. Fresh set of downs. McClain. Nearly intercepted. Well, Florida A&M barely got it, or almost got
the right decision where to go with the football.
Oh, come here.
Wow.
Come here, Timmy.
Nice move to try to get away. And Floyd and going forward. He's impressed me. Along with the cuts that we've seen.
RPO, they had two defenders there, able to split the difference and pick up the first down.
Oh, that's another pass interference right there. More obvious than the other as Corey Collier Jr.
Tough matchup.
Huggins reaching out for the pylon. Touchdown is signaled. Stands on his head after that.
You talked about you like to.
That one TD pass. He's trying to add to that total here as we start the third quarter. Thad Franklin Jr. running off and going off right now. Nobody can bring him down until right then. As a powerful run from Thad Franklin, the senior, and now he gets a rest. Levante Somerset in the field. And they're going to do a little trickeration down the field. Kanari Wilcher. And pass incomplete, double coverage. Up in the booth, co-offensive coordinator, part of that passing game coordination. And incomplete as they tried to get it into Jordan Edwards, who had a catch back in that first only touchdown of the game for Florida A&M. On 3rd and 10, an easy pass and catch to Goldie Lawrence, who was along the sideline in the first down. Lawrence, who
hope your protection.
Somerset able to stay on his feet. Nicholas Rawls, the second. High snap. And they gave it to Kanari Wilcher on the jet sweep, and he picks up the first down. Up front. R.J. Johnson had Kanari Wilcher just off the mark. That would have been a touchdown. Play action again. Zipped in, and Burris once again. Two touchdowns on the day. 17 yards out. FAMU strikes first in the second half. Here on first down, the run for Rashawn Brown, and Brown out to the 50-yard line. Justice Cross making the tackle.
Cookman and mixing some of that speed off the wide receivers.
Well, you look at how well they've done on the ground today, 158 yards. And here going through the air.
Number 12.
And it's batted out of the air by Chase Floyd. The intended target was more.
I think 12 could lay out for
game,
that.
the Rattler 45. With plenty of time. And the man right there is Josh Evans. Gets it an easy first down completion. Tacks on a little bit more.
He's not easy to bring down. He's a very agile quarterback.
They're doing a good job on the run there as the Rattlers bring him down. Bryce.
And that and wonder how that happened, but you can see with your own eyes, these guys from Bethune-Cookman are quick.
Plenty of time for Timothy McClain, giving chase out of bounds. A couple of
after the quarterback.
Come here, give me that.
And coming up with the pass breakup is Amari Lee. Good recognition there from Lee. And it's fourth down a couple of weeks ago. This one from 54. So stretching the limits of that leg. It's no good.
If they lose, then Alabama State will go to the SWAC championship. And you're talking about the Valley, Texas Southern. You're such a diplomat. I get you. I'm a football guy.
You're a football. If he will make a return for the Tigers at quarterback before perhaps the SWAC championship game or the Celebration Bowl, if they make it to the Celebration Bowl. Atlanta area.
He should hurry up.
Indeed, just before the play clock expired, he gets it out and the ball dropped by Jamal Haley. Right play as he had Steven Sparrow right on his back and Haley couldn't come up.
Blocking somebody at least 4 or 5 yards out of bounds, no reason to do it. Cost your team valuable field position.
Stantavius Smith, who was banged up earlier, makes the tackle of Kamani.
Bethune has to keep it a clean game and rely on their speed.
On the drop back, McClain with the throw. Malik Huggins with the move. And Huggins, he's a guy that you just kind of hold. They go on the ground with Robinson. Not much room to run. So second and out. Just how big this one was going to be as compared to years past as Lorenzo Jenkins makes a move and gets another first down.
These cornerbacks are like, are you going to give me some help? Coach, can you kick team will bring it to the game? Respected his opponent, but I think he was feeling that.
You know, the jet sweep, that's Ross. And Ross brought down and slung down by Nayron Jenkins near the first down marker. He's going to bring up how to win this in the trenches. We said, well, what guy in particular? He said, look, up front.
He wanted to name them all, and right there, good job. Successful play, but there's a penalty down, which may bring it back. A whole Huggins is lined up.
Huggins, they go exactly to him. With a few rattlers around him as he skips out of.
No clean free releases.
Trying to bring the blitz, and instead it's Juan Rodriguez with a big run. Jalik Thomas brings him down, but Rodriguez, another one of those.
Keep this group together. Gonna be trouble.
They go back left side once more. Rodriguez, and solid runs on first down, picks up another and moves the chains.
On the field, they're trying to set you up to come across formation.
Come here, give me that.
Right there, good open field tackle made by Jason Riles. Sniffed it out immediately, loss of 2.
Great open field tackles, that's knowing your key.
And 17, Riles looking on. The defense readies for the Rattlers. The snap to McClain. Surveying, flushed out, off of 1 foot, and the pass incomplete. Terrell Scott, Short Jr. rather. And they've got to try to hold because Bethune-Cookman has had success on third downs earlier in this game, and doing so, they hold them in check. Simmons and long. This one has the leg, it's up, and it's
another one.
No good.
Plenty of leg, but not the low kick.
How is Alabama State above Jackson State when Jackson State beat Alabama State? Pass incomplete, Asim
Franklin and Somerset, but the right arm of Johnson is going to be the key.
This time, he connects with his receiver, Goldie Lawrence, who is flung to the ground, but holds on.
That's insane.
Look at this.
Incomplete.
You got a quarterback that's a 70% passer.
Boy, how do you, I thought it was going to be a fumble.
The handoff, and that's Rodriguez. And Juan Rodriguez, who has been quick as a... Now on 2nd and 2. And a good tackle there as Jason Riles gets the ball carrier first. As Rodriguez...
They're keeping him high, deep away from the line of scrimmage, not putting him in harm's way.
4 of 8 on third downs,
yes,
and not gonna get there. DJ Jones with the surge up front. Hand the ball over to the Rattlers from their own 18. Johnson, who overthrows, is into demand of Miles Campbell.
Fortunately for the Rattlers, he's more than capable of making those throws.
Hell of a throw.
There's a throw right there, and it was broken up. Great defense there by Naeem Lassiter.
That's a hell of a play. Oh, come here.
Johnson rolls to his left. Pass complete, the crossing route as Burris is slammed down. That's the only catch that Burris has had today that hasn't been. The delayed handoff and draw up the middle. Thad Franklin Jr. is undercut by Watts. And another first down. So back-to-back plays, back-to-back first downs for the Rattlers.
It's like a little freeze draw. Watch everybody just freeze and then take off. And you've got 230 pounds coming at you downhill, getting low. That was a business decision by Malik Stennett. Tackle the ankles, don't test your manhood. Going shoulder pad to shoulder pad. Space.
3 straight first downs for FAMU. And R.J. Johnson, the third, taking off himself. And Johnson, we haven't seen that much today. Rolling downhill, 4 straight now. First downs in a row for Florida A&M. Johnson taking off again. Again, the SWAC leading passer deciding to try to. Johnson rolling, looking, goes back.
Anybody in the area?
Yeah, he threw it back to the center.
Another call Florida A&M's gotten away with in this game. Look out.
Damn.
Johnson goes down. Big rush by Keon Clark. The second. And it goes through. So it's been Florida A&M with.
It was Rasheem Mathis that broke his record all time for interceptions at Bethune-Cookman. And you know, you just can't say Bethune-Cookman College, Bethune-Cookman University without thinking Alvin Shine Wyatt.
Yep.
So drives, no points on the board coming out of the locker room. They need to find their rhythm again.
Completion to Ricky Shaw, the second, his first of the game.
And now, if you're Kenwick Thompson, the D coordinator, because Bethune has not been able to go all the way down the field on you this half.
On 3rd and 5, and dropped by Ricky Shaw, the second, who caught the previous ball from McLean. The handoff, that's Jamal Haley.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Get out of there.
Afterburners are on. He takes it to the house.
Crazy.
72 yards for Jamal Haley. Campbell goes in motion.
Look at that.
And the 2-point conversion is good. Goldie Lawrence comes up with it. And the Rattlers with their first lead of the game since. They snap it with 1 second left on the play clock. The handoff to the running back Robinson as he's brought down by Riles.
Also wasted play. They need to take advantage of second down.
Oh, come here. Ooh.
Again, that
Get out of there.
has been
Get out of
so
there.
effective as Javon Ross trying to
Get out of there. Bro, what a hell of a move, dog. That was crazy.
67 yards.
That was a hell of a move, boy. That was crazy.
Snatching it down, and the pass complete. R.J. Johnson, 17 of 26. Closing in on 200 yards through the air for the entire time, and they really liked his decision-making ability. And of course, it's been helped along tonight by a better running attack in the second half as Thad Franklin Jr. has to loosen up on the sideline. They'll sit out for a moment. And 1st and 10. And the cutback right up the middle of the hole that's been there for these running backs in the second half for Florida A&M. We saw Jamal.
He'll get a chip block and probably go out for the route if they elect to throw.
Instead, they hand it off, and getting to the outside is Jamal Haley, and quick enough to do so as Watts brings him down, but not before Haley picks up the first down. We're coming into the season, we knew about Thad Franklin Jr., preseason all-SWAC selection after earning honors last season, but Jamal Haley, who has really been a nice addition here and a change of speed and pace kind of guy in the backfield.
And if you're going to have your thunder, you have to have a lightning.
Want to have none of that.
That was a tackle with an attitude. And once he got to the receiver after getting around the block, was not letting go.
Just over 3.5 remaining in this fourth quarter.
That's a good point.
What the hell?
Johnson feels the pressure, escapes, gets it away, but that's Isaiah Washburn, who was all up in his face.
That's ground. The ball was not close to the line of scrimmage. Although he left the pocket, the ball has to.
That's crazy. A penalty on what?
Franklin Jr. busts loose into the end zone. FAMU grabs the lead right back, 19 yards out.
They've got to play their style of football. Tempo, get the ball to their wide receivers.
Like a face mask.
In space and let them create havoc.
Instead, you can't allow that to happen.
The refs miss a whole face mask.
A huge play there by Nicholas Demetrius. Amari Williams was in on that as well. A loss of 10 on the sack. And that's
to run after catch. That's been their recipe for success.
Come here.
McLean going in the wrong direction, just heaves it up over on the Rattlers sideline. It's 3rd and 20.
And I wouldn't play call for
pick up 20 yards to keep their hopes alive of breaking the streak. Right there, the pass complete to Ricky Shaw, the second. Nobody accounted for him. Still 4th down. Well, the field goal would tie it. And a touchdown could give them the advantage as the tackle made on Javon Ross, pick up a 15.
A really good blitz pickup by Juan Rodriguez, the running back there, just a freshman. They tried to fool him and bring a slot blitz.
Cats from the Rattler 41. McLean feels the pressure, flush to his left, keeps his eyes downfield, and the pass incomplete. That was TJ Huggins, who's been picked on. All 4 straight. Bethune-Cookman looking to break the streak. This is the play that could make the difference.
Oh, no. Lord have mercy on 3rd down.
Josh Evans
on 4th down. On 4th down, how y'all let that happen?
Drives.
What?
Come up with points. They go underneath. They only have 2 timeouts to work with. And that's not going to get it. You got to call a quick timeout as Goldie Lawrence.
That is crazy.
Here we go. Sagging back. Johnson looking. And Ace Cobb needed to get out of bounds. Instead stays in bounds. They're going to call a timeout.
I don't know why he just go out of bounds.
2 seconds remaining.
Well, let me say this.
I guess it didn't matter.
Waits for the snap.
It didn't matter.
Final play of the game. Well underthrown, comes up, or no, it's over. It's the end of the ball game, and the streak has ended. Raymond Woodard Jr. with his first win as head coach in the Florida Classic.
Wow. That dog. I ain't gonna what a hell of a game. What a hell of a game, man. But listen, shout out to Bethune-Cookman. They got this is the first time they won 6 games in quite a long time, actually. But listen, man, shout out to them. FAMU, I don't know what y'all gonna do with Coach Cooley, dog. I don't know what y'all gonna do with him, but yes. And y'all gotta play Valley State next week. Oh man. Shout out to y'all. But listen, we out of here. Shout out to y'all for watching, man. And we're gonna see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna watch the playoff games tomorrow. So, well, at least the ones that we won. Holla.